What's going on, y'all? We're back. This is The Corner, episode 3. Today, our topic is going to be evolution of gaming. So we're going to talk about different things as far as Xbox, PlayStation, any other game that comes up in the topic. What's the future of game tech and what should be there to come. So we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to pass it over to my boy Mac.
What's going on, everybody? So this is going to be a pretty cool topic. Especially for all the gamer heads out there. Kind of before we get into the premise of it, I kind of want to go back to when I was, what really got me into gaming. Because honestly, I really wasn't fully interested in the gaming like that as a young age, other than the fact that I know.
Really?
Yeah, just other than the fact that right.
Very much so. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, other than the fact that because I didn't have a system starting out, especially when the Super Nintendos and stuff was still, prevalent.
The thing.
Yeah, right, it's still a thing. I always go to my friend's house and play, and that would be it. But, I want to say when I finally hit 8, 9, or I'm trying to think about when the first PlayStation dropped. But anyways, that was when I finally got introduced to, when I had my own system. I remember it was Christmas Day, seeing a big box. I'm thinking it's toys, because, I like toys.
Right.
Open the wrapper, I see something gray, and I see the word Sony. I was like, what? And, it's a PlayStation.
And it was history.
And the rest was history. For all the old heads out there, if y'all remember my very first fighting game, Bushido Blade. If you guys haven't, you won't know that unless you've had it. So you guys probably wouldn't remember that game. But that was my very first fighting game.
Before the wireless controllers.
Well before the wireless controllers.
Nobody even thought about wireless controllers. Yeah.
Right. And it's and it's funny because I think about to from that point to where we are now. We got the Xbox, the new versions of Xbox and the newer versions of PlayStations, and of course the PlayStation 5 is going to drop soon. I think they already have it in pre-order or something like that, or at least they're working on that. But we've all seen games, grow from beta form to to its final form, and it's just very interesting. And then not only for the consoles, but it's spread out to mobile gaming and virtual gaming, which we'll get into today. And it's just kind of it doesn't surprise me, but I still feel like it's refreshing to see new innovative ways to get the people still falling in love with video games. And
right.
That's just the very essence of how it is to have a game system or have a game that you love and that you enjoy playing. That really brings joy to my heart.
Right.
And I can't wait to see in the next years of how it's going to be. So those are my opening remarks on that. But all the other aspects of the games, video games and virtual reality and things like that, we'll get into that today.
That's my boy Ant.
What's up? Here again. I too was PlayStation for the first. That was my first real platform. Like you said, I went over to people's houses and played Sega, Super Nintendo, and all that good stuff, which it was fun, don't get me wrong. But I guess as a kid, I was more of a hands-on, outside kind of player. And then first grade, I remember it was my 7th birthday. Whole family, it's probably one of the best birthdays I had. And then seeing that big box sitting on the table, I was like, what is that? I was thinking, dang, somebody got me a really nice RC car. What I'm saying? And then there was a last gift that I got to open, and then pull it back, boom, PlayStation. In my mind, I was such a kid that it didn't even register to me what was actually in the box. Okay, cool. I mean, PlayStation, because I was so young, I hadn't even really heard PlayStation, processed it as a platform or nothing.
Mm.
And got it home, slapped the demo in, bloody roar, and like we talking about. There's like Jet Moto, Tekken, all of them. Like I had all the demos in there. Got me going, and my parents, like I'm not. I hope everybody got to experience that. Your parents started playing with you, and then you got to whooping on parents and stuff. Like man, shout out to moms. Sorry, but King was king, boy. Like, but like it's as far as like the progression and everything, it's really been fun. I'm not, these days people like to be exclusive. Oh, I'm team PlayStation or I'm team Xbox. I'm team gamer, bro. Like all the platforms. If it's fun, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? And then speaking on like the progression of gaming in general, coming from just the consoles and the at-home stuff to like now, hell, there's like great games on your phone. Like COD Mobile dropped and took the world by storm. Like you know what I'm saying? Broke the internet with that.
Yeah.
And I know people still going strong with it.
Yep.
Me
you got facts, and then you got the PlayStation Portable, you got the Vita, you had there's just been Nintendo's what was that?
Talking about the
Advanced SP.
Game Boy.
Like I'm talking, it's been amazing, like a progression through the years because like everybody had the Game Boy Color. You was cool if you had the clear purple. Like yes sir, full flip up light screen. What's up? Like you know what I'm saying? Like nitty gritty. And then now you got kids these days that like are what's a PSP, and it's just like yo,
man, PSP.
What is this real life? Like you know what I'm saying? And it's just been it's been awesome. Like I gotta say, like we full grown adults out here still flicking them thumbsticks, man. Like it's definitely been fun. I enjoyed watching different generations get drawn into gaming. Like now kids are really into Fortnite and Minecraft, and like I know kids that'll sit there and like Minecraft and Fortnite is life at this point. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man, my experience was so more the same and whatnot. I started off, playing at friends' house, at family's house, whatever. My first love was probably Sega Genesis.
Nice.
I played Super Nintendo, but Sega Genesis was my first love. So I played Sonic on there. I played Street Fighter. Man, I think I played X-Men on there too, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean that was my first starting out. And then one fateful day, man, like I think it was Christmas 97, 98, somewhere around there. Whenever Nintendo 64 dropped.
Right.
And I see this box, I see this yellow, I see this green. I'm like, what is this? And I'm looking, I see a star, I see Nintendo. I'm like, it's Nintendo 64, So, I mean, my first game on there, man, I got Donkey Kong. Boy, I wear that out. I wear it out GoldenEye. I wear it out Mario Kart. I mean, you couldn't tell me nothing. And, I envy a lot of people that got to enjoy, like, the online experience and things of that nature, whatever. I didn't get to have that. So, I mean, whenever it came to games like GoldenEye or Mario Kart, man, I invited friends over. We played split screen. We had 4 different screens on the TV, whatever. And, that was amazing for us, So, and then, at some point I was blessed to get a PlayStation. I don't even remember how I got that. But I got the PlayStation, but I was just like, I don't really have my trigger and all that stuff with it. But, I still loved it.
Right.
And then, I got on there with my dad because I had this Namco museum game. So you walking through this museum.
For real, you got
I mean, when you talk about virtual, like they were ahead of their time with it because you're literally walking around a museum and you walking into different rooms. You got Pac-Man in this room, you got Galaga in this room, you got Dig Dug in this room. It was just cool, and whatever progress you had, you saved it. It was good to go. And I got to play that with my dad sometimes. So I mean, that was good for me and him to share that because for him, he had arcade games. Not that I didn't play arcade games, but their arcade games were totally different. So to play that, I mean, it was just eye opening. It was a good thing I could share, with my father or whatever. Yeah. But just coming up from that, man, just seeing the progression of games, as a child, you would see certain games like, dang, it can't get no better than this. Now you look at games now, you're like,
Right.
Jeez.
Oh, like real movies.
Right. So I mean, I've been right. So I've been so humbled to see the evolution of gaming because it's skyrocketing. I know it can't do nothing but go farther. And I'm just hoping that the technology that is being worked on or already in the process just catapults it, man. Because it's a generational love. It ain't no too old, too young. It's a generational love.
Right.
So I'm happy to see it.
I want to say a fun fact, and y'all correct me, if I'm wrong, but I believe it was either Nintendo or Sega. Um, it was around the time where the makers of Sega and the up and coming developers for Sony, they were actually supposed to partner up together,
Right.
so they could make a new console.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, Sega still has Sonic, which was the big craze, and which kept Sega alive, in my opinion.
Sonic to Sega as like, I guess I just lost my point. Sonic to Sega as in like Halo to Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Essentially.
Yeah.
Essentially. Somewhere along the lines, Sega, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. It was either Sega or Nintendo. They said no, we're gonna do our own thing,
Right.
whatever. And then PlayStation just came out of nowhere.
Right.
Had their own thing, had the disc. Because I think Sega was
First
moving
one
on to
with
this.
it.
Right, yeah, Sega was wanted to move on
And
with
then
the
the
disc.
Dreamcast was born later.
Yeah, exactly.
Which ahead of his time.
Man, oh my goodness,
People
it hurts
on
me.
People slap on Dreamcast.
It hurts. It hurts me, man.
Spider-Man was dope on it. Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio. Man,
that was the first game that I ever experienced on that. I was like, this is awesome. Like, oh man, I miss that game.
And then me. I love fighting games. Fighting games has always been my first. Man, when Marvel vs. Capcom came out on the Dreamcast first.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yep.
I was like, yo, because we've lived in the arcade too, where it was nothing but fighting games and shooting games.
Yeah.
So they had the Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighters and all the other stuff, but when Marvel vs. Capcom came out though,
it was something different.
Because then they had characters that I ain't never seen before.
Right.
Strider, Strider, I've never seen before. And Jin, Captain Commando, all different Capcom. I already knew the Marvel characters. Everybody knew Marvel, but I had never seen Capcom roll out these characters before. I'm like, where they behind these characters from?
Right.
Man, it was the aesthetics of it. Cause it still had the comic book feel to it. With the whole sprites. Display on it, man. But anyways, to get back to just a little fun fact, Sega and the developers for Sony, they were actually supposed to partner up to make this one big super console.
I remember reading something about that.
Right, it was but I'm just like, man,
what if they did team up? Because honestly, Sega, it kind of seemed like they did fall off after the Dreamcast came out, and it was unfortunate because Dreamcast was something else. Like if they could have been Dreamcast 2 or something, that would have been awesome. Like
they did a Kickstarter.
It was. I mean, it was more of a. Yeah, they did and they didn't. I mean, they did try to push something out for it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't really get a lot of steam. I don't know if it's still moving forward or anything like that. But it's just. I feel like but even if they let us know, I feel like in a sense they kind of missed their window. I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying it won't get bought, but when it was at the height of where it was at, then most definitely people would have got it. Got the two things of that nature, or whatever. So I mean, because Sega Dreamcast had some heavy hitting games on there, man.
Yeah, they did.
Me personally, I didn't have one myself, but I knew friends that had it. So I always go over there. I go over there play Tomb Raider. Like you said, Jet Set Radio.
Conversation point for the next.
I mean, definitely had some good games on there, man. It's just like games that we played back then. You never thought any way they would fall off. Any of those systems would just fall off the way they did. And it's just funny to see what are I guess the big heads now or whatever in gaming, because Nintendo. I mean, I love Nintendo. You know, growing up, you know, like I said, I had Nintendo 64 before that. I played Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And, you know, then the Wii ended up coming out, and that was big
That took
too.
the world by storm.
Yeah, that took the world by storm. Like, oh
Mhm.
snap! You can do all this stuff with this. You
Motion.
play and
They were
motion,
getting
all
you
that
into the
motion
game.
capture. Yeah, get you in the game, get you active. They even had Wii Fit,
Yeah.
so it had so many different
Oh, there were
applications.
so many different games. Wii
Yeah.
Sports, Wii Fit, Wii
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Bowling. That
yeah,
was
bowling.
nice.
Oh man, I used to murk my girlfriend in some Wii bowling, boy. Gotta get that spin on it.
Man, so it's just like, and then like, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I never really cared for GameCube. I just
Whoa.
What?
I just did
Whoa.
I did. The only game I did care for on there was like with Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Max Payne. I used to play. I used to play the hell out of those. But as far as GameCube itself, the controls,
Sonic
like I said,
Adventures?
it's an unpopular opinion. I didn't have a GameCube.
Mario Sunshine.
I didn't have a
There
GameCube.
was, oh my
I remember Mario Sunshine. That was a good ass game, but the controls for me, like I still to this day don't know what that little yellow joystick is for.
I mean, there was only certain games that you.
That's what I'm saying, but it was only certain games, and I just feel like this right here. If I'm playing the game, I want to use all of the controller, and I got this little useless yellow joystick. I can't do nothing with.
Man, I mean, it was multifaceted. It could have been your camera shifter.
It could have been. It could have
If
been.
you played Super Smash Bros,
It
it
could
was
have
one of
been.
your up movements.
Yeah, I mean, like I
Oh
said,
yeah, Super Smash. Yes,
Melee,
sir.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
but I
Melee.
mean, it had.
No,
But it had.
but like you, though, I didn't own it either. But
Yeah.
my little cousin did.
Yeah.
And of course, when he needed help,
Right.
with the console,
Right.
I was there.
Oh, let me show
Oh,
you.
Yeah, sure. Come on, young buck.
Right.
Yeah.
I know about this.
But I mean, that's taken away from Nintendo. Like to me, to this day, Nintendo is still a great, company and system in my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have so many different things they can pull on, so many applications. They really could be beating out, Xbox and PlayStation if they really want to. They could, but I just feel like they lost their window at some point.
I think they're a niche. They're a bridge for the gap between people that are like into the heavy gaming like Xbox and PlayStation. Because what I find out is a lot of people that play Xbox, PlayStation are more competitive, more like Nintendo is strictly for the fun-loving gamer. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get that.
I feel like they have their specific audience that they aim at, and they hit it. Like you have your diehard Nintendo fans. Like,
You're right.
But they got, believe it or not, in contrary to, what people may see today, but Nintendo has longevity over PlayStation.
They've
been there the longest.
I mean, and that's what I said. I mean, just they, in a sense, they are a heavy hitter, but like you said, they're a niche. They're only for certain people, like certain parts of those games. And like I said, and I go back to them having certain applications. Even now, they got a controller that's almost comparable to Xbox.
Right.
So
which
they
I have that. For
right.
Switch,
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I'm not saying they're trying to hold on, but they do have different
They're
applications.
trying
so,
to meet,
yeah, they're trying to meet
the-
expectations
yeah.
for other, gamers that decide, hey, come over this side for a little bit, have a little fun.
Yeah.
Don't be so serious. Don't worry about your KD all the time.
Right.
Just
Hey,
stuff.
KD Warrior, here, boy.
But I mean,
Stay positive.
And for the new guys that don't know what that means is kill death ratio. That's just
I
Call
would
of
hope
Duty.
y'all know that. But you
know,
might be one of
but,
the
you
people
know,
that got
you
that
might
got
not
the niche.
Yeah.
So, because I remember a time everything used to be multi-platform.
Right,
I mean,
everything.
Whatever you had, every system had it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Xbox was one to really kind of start that when Halo came out.
Yeah.
And when Halo came out, that was combat evolved for real. Like people were, that took the world by storm. Like every kid in school was talking, yo, you play Halo?
Right.
And then which leading, I guess, onto the next facet of the conversation. Before online gaming, you had bring some friends over, bring your controller, let's get this split screen going.
Yep.
And that right there, that was like real bonding moments for like friendship.
If you didn't have your controller, you just didn't play. You had to wait till somebody
better
somebody
call next.
if they let you play that controller,
Right,
because some people
you're at their house, so if everybody already there lived there, you done. Like you better hope someone feel gracious.
You just got next game right, and who knows how long that would take until you got next.
And I just feel like some people never get that experience because, like back when we were gaming, man, we had the One moment.
Oh. That's silk.
I know that's silk.
I bet it is.
Wait.
Oh shit.
Damn, bro, whole shit though. This nigga really came.
Boom, 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 boom.
This nigga really came. This nigga really came.
Yes, yo. I gotta pull up, guys.
Nigga, we didn't think you was really coming. This nigga came before 12:30. This nigga came before 12:30.
Really? You fresh off work, boy. You sweating?
Yeah. This nigga clean shirt. God damn.
Yo. He was in the middle of filming.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
you can jump in. New surprise guest, guys.
Oh, I don't think you pressed pause, sir. It's still recording. Hi, guys. Hey. We're gonna throw this in the blooper reel.
What's going on?
There you
Just
go.
got off of work, you feel me?
Cheryl.
Lord, you
Oh,
done
Lord.
hit the light.
No, play.
You know, it's cool. Yeah, we right. Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
All right, now we got it. All right.
Oh man, what's up, man? Yeah, cause
Oh,
you sweating at
yeah.
the ceiling fan.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh man, I see my boy.
What's up? I'm getting there.
My boy getting brolic. You hungry? My man looking like.
Yo.
Okay.
We still got plenty of food.
Yo.
Yeah, you didn't press the pause
Wow.
button.
Y'all did.
No, you didn't.
Hot
Yeah, you did not.
Nigga, I hit the pause button before I walked
The
out.
red, the red button, the red thing. is
Yeah,
still-
I hit the shit though. I'll probably play it again.
No, it's still recording.
Hot lemon. They busting for real. Got your fries on there. Then like Halo to Xbox. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
essentially.
yeah.
Essentially. Somewhere along the lines, Sega, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. It was either Sega or Nintendo. They said no, we're gonna do our own thing,
Right.
whatever. And then PlayStation just came out of nowhere.
Right.
Had their own thing, had the disc. You know, because I think Sega was
First
moving
one
on to
with it.
this. Right,
Yeah.
yeah, Sega was moving on, wanted to move on
And
with
then
the
the
disc.
Dreamcast was born later.
Yeah, exactly. Which,
Ahead of its time.
man, oh my goodness,
People
it
slept on
hurts
that.
me.
People
Yeah.
slept on Dreamcast.
It hurts. It hurts me, man. It really-
Spider-Man was dope on it. Jet Set Radio. Was
Jet Set
that
Radio,
was
oh,
the-
man.
That was the first game that I ever
Dude.
experienced on that. I was like, this is awesome. Like, oh man, I miss that game.
And then you know me. I love fighting games. Fighting
Right.
games has always been my first. Man, when Marvel vs. Capcom came out on the Dreamcast
Yeah.
first,
Oh yeah.
dude,
Yep.
I was like, yo, because we've lived in the arcade too, where
Right.
it was nothing but fighting games and shooting
Right.
games.
Yeah.
So they had the Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighters and all the other stuff, but when Marvel vs. Capcom came out though,
It was something
Dude.
different.
because then they had characters that I ain't never seen before.
Right.
Strider,
start rolling
like
out,
yeah, Strider, I've never
Yeah.
seen before. Jin, Captain Commando, all different Capcom. I already knew the Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Marvel, but I had never seen Capcom
Right.
roll out these characters before. I'm like,
Right.
where they behind these characters from?
Right.
Man, it was the aesthetics of it, because it still had the comic book feel
Right.
to it, with
Right.
the whole sprites
Yeah.
display on it, man. But anyways, to get back to just a little fun fact, Sega and the developers for Sony, they were actually supposed to partner up to make this one big super.
I
Console.
remember reading something about that.
Right,
Yeah.
it was man. I'm just like, man,
What
yeah.
if-
What if?
if they did team up? Because like honestly, Sega, it kind of seemed like they did fall off after the Dreamcast came out, and it was unfortunate because like
Yeah,
the
unfortunate.
Dreamcast was something else. Like if they could have been Dreamcast 2 or something, that would have been awesome. Like
Yeah.
They did a Kickstarter.
It was. I mean, it was
Right.
more of a Yeah, they did and they didn't. I mean, they did try to put something out for it or whatever,
Yeah.
but it didn't really get a lot of steam. I don't know if it's still moving forward or anything like that,
I've
but
heard much from it.
it's just
Let
I
us
feel I feel
know.
like right. But even if they let us know, I feel like in a sense they kind of missed their window. I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Oh,
it
yeah,
won't.
for
I'm not
sure.
saying it won't get bought, but when it was at the height
Yeah.
of where it was at, then yeah, most definitely people would have got it. Got the two and things of that nature, or whatever. So I mean, because Sega Dream has had some heavy hitting games on there, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
me personally, like I didn't have one myself, but I knew friends that had it. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
Had a
always
couple
go over
friends
there.
with them,
I go over there play Tomb Raider. Like you said, Jet Set
Ooh,
Radio.
that's-
Like yo,
Conversation point for the next.
Okay.
I mean, definitely had some good games on there, man. It's just like games that we played back then. You never thought they in any way they would fall off. Any of those systems
Right,
just fall off the
yeah.
way they did. And it's just funny to see what are the, I guess, the big heads now or whatever
Right.
in gaming because Nintendo. I mean, I love Nintendo. Growing up, like I said, I had Nintendo 64 before that. I played Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Right.
Then the Wii ended up coming out, and that was big
That took
too.
the world by storm.
Yeah, that took the world by storm. Like, oh
Mhm.
snap! You can do all this stuff with this. You
Motion.
play and
They were
motion,
getting
all
you
that
into the
motion
game.
capture. Yeah, get you in the game, get you active. They even had what Wii Fit, so
Yeah.
it had so many different
Oh, there were
applications.
so many different games. Wii
Yeah.
Sports, Wii Fit, Wii
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Bowling. That
yeah,
was
bowling.
another-
Oh man, I used to murk my girlfriend in some Wii bowling. Boy, gotta get that spin on it.
Man, so it's just like, and then like, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I never really cared for GameCube. I just,
Whoa.
What?
I just did.
Whoa.
I did. The only game I did care for on there was like what Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Max Payne. I used to
Oh,
play.
dude.
I used to play the hell out of those. But as far as GameCube itself, the
Wow.
controls,
Sonic
like I said,
Adventures?
it's an unpopular opinion. I didn't have a GameCube.
Mario
I didn't have a
Sunshine. There
GameCube.
was oh my.
I remember Mario Sunshine. That was a good ass game, but the controls for me, like I still to this day don't know what that little yellow joystick is for.
I mean, there was only certain games that you.
That's what I'm saying, but it was
you know.
only certain games, and I just feel like this right here. If I'm playing the game, I want to use all of the controller, and I got this little useless yellow joystick. I can't do nothing with.
Man, I mean, it was multifaceted. It could have been your camera shifter.
It could have been.
If,
It could have
if you
been.
play Super Smash Bros,
It
it
could've
was one of
been.
your up movements.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Oh yeah, Super
it
Smash.
Yeah,
Yes,
man,
sir.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
but I
man.
mean, it had-
No,
but it had
but like you, though, I didn't own it either. But
Yeah.
my little cousin did.
Yeah.
And of course, when he needed help,
Right.
with the console,
Right.
I was there.
Oh, let me show you.
Oh,
yeah,
show
sure.
you.
Come on, young buck.
Right.
Yeah.
I know about this.
But I mean, that's taken away from Nintendo. Like to me, to this day, Nintendo is still a great, company and system in my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have so many different things they can pull on, so many applications. They really could be beating out, Xbox and PlayStation if they really want to. They could, but I just feel like they lost their window at some point.
I think they're a niche. They're a bridge for the gap between people that are like into the heavy gaming like Xbox and PlayStation. Because what I find out is a lot of people that play Xbox and PlayStation are more competitive, more like Nintendo is strictly for the fun-loving gamer. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
I get that.
I feel like they have their specific audience that they aim at and they hit it. Like
Right.
you have your diehard Nintendo fans. Like
Yeah. You're right.
But they got, believe it or not, in contrary to, what people may see today, but Nintendo has longevity over
Yeah.
PlayStation.
It
they've been there
Yeah,
longest.
so
They've been
I
there
mean,
they've been
and that's
there
what I said. I mean, just they, in a sense, they are a heavy hitter, but like you said, they're a niche. They're
Yeah.
only for certain people like certain
right.
parts of those
Parts
games.
of gaming, yeah.
And like I said, and I go back to them having certain applications. Even now, they got a controller that's almost comparable to Xbox.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they
which I have that. For
right.
Switch,
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I'm not saying they're trying to hold on, but they do have different
They're
applications.
trying
so,
to meet,
yeah, they're trying to meet
the-
expectations
yeah.
for other,
Yeah.
gamers that decide, hey, come over this side for a little bit, have a little fun.
Yeah.
Don't be so serious. Don't worry about your KD all the time.
Right.
Just
Hey,
just stuff.
whoa, KD Warrior over here, boy.
But I mean,
Stay
just,
positive.
And for the new guys that don't know what that means is kill death ratio. That's just
I
Call
would
of
hope
Duty.
y'all know that. But you
But-
might be one of
but,
the
you
people
know,
that got that
you might
got
not
the
know.
niche.
Yeah.
So- And because I remember a time everything used to be multi-platform.
Right,
I mean,
everything.
Whatever
Like,
you
it was
had, every system had it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Xbox was one to really kind of start that when Halo came out. And when Halo came out, that was combat evolved for real. Like people were that took the world by storm. Like every kid in school was talking, "Yo, you play Halo?"
Right.
And then which leading, I guess, onto the next facet of the conversation. Before online gaming, you had bring some friends over, bring your controller.
Yep.
Let's get this split screen going.
Yep.
And that right there, that was like real bonding moments for like friendship.
If you didn't have your controller, you just didn't play. You had to wait till somebody
better
call
next.
if they let you play that
Right,
controller, you know,
like,
because some people
you at their house, so if everybody already there lived there, you done. Like,
right.
You better hope someone feels gracious.
You just got next game right, and who knows how long that would take,
right,
until you got next.
And I just feel like some people never get that experience because, you know, like back when we were gaming, man, we had the one moment.
Alright guys, so I'm Silk Keaton, baby, you know. Finally on the show. I was supposed to be here like the first show, but you know, some things happened and I got a new job and I've been working like hell. So, as far as games, my first system was a Nintendo. Nintendo played nothing but Mario.
Remember, he ain't talking about Super Nintendo.
Nintendo.
NES.
NES. You feel me? The one where you had to flip up the flap and put the cartridge in. You feel me? With the square controller, not the rounded controller. The square, straight square. You feel what I'm saying?
Two buttons on the right side.
What's that? Galaga.
Yeah. Galaga.
I played Galaga too.
That was fire.
Then I went from, not Super Nintendo, I played Galaga on the Nintendo. Then I went from the Nintendo to the Super Nintendo, and that's when I fell in love with my favorite game, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1 did not have that many fighters on it, but guess what? Still my fucking favorite.
Oh, every single one of them.
You feel me? I'm telling you, bro, fatalities. That's probably what made me fall in love with the game because we finally got a fighting game to where you can actually finish your opponent off.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
You can't finish your opponent off on no other games except Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, and were you able to finish people off in Bloody Roar?
I mean,
I didn't play
no, there wasn't.
Yeah,
really,
supers, but not.
There wasn't like
kind of shifty for a game called Bloody Roar and you can't finish somebody.
Yeah, Killer Instinct.
But you got them moves in Bloody Roar though. You got the job done. Like the mole, you spinning people's heads off basically. Like you tell them, bruh, we gonna have to get a PlayStation in here so we can
play
show
some
you.
Bloody Roar.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, Bloody Roar.
Y'all ain't.
Bloody Roar is awesome.
We gonna go back and forth on that one, boy. Give me Hugo or Fox or the mole. Yo,
it's awesome. I love that game.
Yeah, that was my favorite PlayStation game. Like straight up, hands down. There wasn't nothing coming close to it for me. Bloody Roar all day. 1, 2, 3, all of them.
Yeah, I knew nothing about that life, man. I was on Street Fighter.
All right, so do you know the premise of it? Like what the concept of the game is?
No.
Okay, so you got your human, right? That can transform into an animal. Each different character had its own animal. Like Long was the tiger.
Animals?
Like more like
human animals.
Human animals.
Like a werewolf type.
Yeah, so Hugo turns into a wolf. Fox turns into a fox. And then you had, Long, like I said, was the tiger. You had, I think Leo was the lion.
They couldn't be original with Fox.
Fox.
Go ahead.
It's kind of self-explanatory for her, but I guess some of the other ones are kind of self-explanatory. Like Alice, guess what the character is?
Alice?
Yes, it's a bunny.
It's a bunny.
Yeah.
Like Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, like she turns into a rabbit. Like it's very sort of self-explanatory. That's how you go.
I feel like I missed that.
Another language,
I feel like I missed that.
Bro, you
I don't know.
One of the best fighting games.
One of the best fighter games ever. Like,
I'm not gonna put it over Mortal Kombat because that's
fair. That's fair, but Bloody Roar definitely, as far as beginning stages,
is up there.
It's a hidden.
When it came out, it was definitely top ranked as a fighting game. Like
I even remember my first time playing it. I was at Kalia's godmother's house with her nephews, and I spent the night over there because Kalia's godmama was having like a girls' night at her mom's house. So her godmother brought all the boys over to her house, bought us a PlayStation. It's PlayStation for all of us. You know what I'm saying? But it stayed in her house. You can feel me? Stayed in her house. And I think we got 3 games. Bloody Roar, Crash Bandicoot, of course, and then they got Madden.
No disrespect.
No disrespect. I suck at it. So
that's a big
man, you messed over promotions over here, man. Calm down, man. Calm down, man.
Never know. Somebody might sponsor us. Hey, we like what you did out there. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, and for everybody who has the new 2K, bro, you just gotta get your badges to know how to shoot. I've been seeing a lot of people saying like, oh man, the new shooting system sucks, I can't make anything. Just grind and get your badges, bro. And I swear, them shots going in.
And what's weird is that people are acting like that's new, because like in 20, you had to actually play the game to be good at the game. There wasn't no starting out busting threes. Like, no, you had to actually play the game.
This one's actually harder, though.
You know, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, I've seen some plays, like some walkthroughs and stuff like that. It is a little bit more difficult. But at the same time,
dudes was posting stuff online like they went 0 for 21 from the field. Yeah. I'm like, dude, stop shooting the fuck.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you go pass the ball, you know, set a screen, catch an alley, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, and that type of stuff, I have a problem with that, and that's an interesting fact. You know, like you say, you know, when people say you just gotta grind on the games, that's how you get good. That's just made the, you know, nowadays you don't have to do that. You can just buy it, and you're already at the levels.
True. Oh, which they got DLCs for that.
Oh yeah,
well, yeah, you know, you
buy your way to be good.
No, you buy your VC and it makes your level better.
Yeah, you can
video game currency.
But I'm gonna put it to y'all this way: you can do that. You can go out like with the Kobe edition. That's the one I got.
Okay.
I got the Kobe edition. It comes with 100,000 VC.
Rest in peace, by the way.
Of course. 100,000 VC. Starting out, you're at 60. 100,000 VC only gonna get you to about maybe 83. Even at an 83, if you ain't got no badges, bro, you breaking, bro.
I'm not a basketball game enthusiast, but 83 is pretty good.
83 is good, but if you ain't got your badges,
it's still not breaking matter. Yeah.
But see, don't you guys think that kind of takes the integrity of the game, of being a gamer, like, because it's not just, you know, it's not just with 2K or any other sports.
You talking about buying or playing?
Just with any games where they have the little micro purchases, you know, in the games and stuff like that, to take away the grind.
I mean, we can say that about
you can grind though. Like, it's an option.
It's
not necessarily.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's not necessarily. This is what you have to do to get good at the game. Like, you can grind it out. At the same time, like, I guess the VC is for the folks who either A, have a little change in their pocket they're willing to spend, or B, like, I don't have the skills to grind it out to get there, so
none of us
did. Don't get me wrong.
None of us did.
Don't get me wrong. In 2K, bro, like, it ain't like you can just buy VC and get your player all the way to a 99 if you don't play. If you buy VC, your cap is going to be like an 85. You're not going to be able to go higher than an 85 unless you play the game.
You have to play the game.
Because you got to play the game to boost your player's cap.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
But but you know, I guess I'm just not just specific to 2K, but just all
any
games.
Other games.
Just any other game.
We go down the line where it goes to Destiny.
Yes, that is a great point to make.
That's
that's
what I'm just saying. Like, you know,
pay to play players, which, like, I don't know, like, for me, Call of Duty is my game. You know, that's what's up. See me on the sticks. I'm over Alpha 17. Cough cough. Like a PlayStation name. Anyway,
I go and put that in the end credits. Everybody's going to that.
When it comes to that, like, that has, I will say, kind of like muddied the waters when it comes to playing the game, because it's like, if you sit here grind it out, you still have to actually put money into the game to get certain things in the game, which I feel like if I'm out here doing my daily missions, doing everything that needs to be done, why can't I have the fire stuff without actually having to pay for it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a little bit of an unfair, you know, advantage, because I know people personally that'll sit there as soon as a new season starts. All right, yep, bought all of them, all of it, the whole rack done. Like, what?
I mean, you don't really get much use out of the game anymore. You know, you can just buy through it.
I mean, well, like I said, I feel like the same way I was explaining to it about 2K, like, you can have all the stuff that doesn't necessarily make you better at the game. But
Yeah.
it does give you like that flashy like visual sort of advantage.
That's
And,
all it is,
and to
flashy.
me, that kind of affects it. Like if I'm sitting out here with boring not bot character, you know what I'm saying? I see somebody that's like all hulked out, Colossus, like coming through, running through the battlefield, shooting the crap out of me, and I'm just basic stage 1 haven't bought nothing type player. You know what I'm saying? And that's messed up. Like you know what I'm
but
saying?
sometimes it's not even like that. You can have somebody gets all that, got all the DLCs and stuff down, looking good in their skin or whatever like that or whatever, and suck. They be shooting around you, just like
right.
They be trash.
Right.
like and then I guess in a sense, like for me, for kids coming up now, I feel like it's taking the fun out of gaming.
Yeah.
Because if you're a kid, you don't have no money.
Right.
So therefore,
Sure.
either you ask your parents to get you, these upgrades or whatever have you. But for us, games we were playing when we were coming up, we just had to grind.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And it was when you bought the game, it was complete.
Yeah, it was complete. You didn't have to worry about
you
other
had
content. It was complete.
DLC and season passes, which don't get me wrong, Fortnite again is more of a niche game, I guess. Like I was saying, Nintendo is a niche for a specific group of gamers and everything. But they started that. Like they started that whole season pass. You got to pay to get this. You got to pay to get that, and then everybody's like, you know what?
I remember when PlayStation used to be free.
Yeah.
And now you gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for that.
I will say, when it comes to that, it's a different reason why they're charging for, I guess, gold now, or plus now. Is Xbox is gold. But now, the reason why you have to pay for it, from what I've read, is that y'all remember when they were getting hacked and getting, like, people's accounts were getting exploited and stuff like that? They're basically now you're paying for the extra, like,
Security.
work that they have to put in for the security to,
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you're safe. Which Xbox started out doing that, and I don't think they've had as many, at least, broad issues as
Not
PlayStation did. Yeah.
Oh, y'all know Xbox won that game of the year thingy or something like that.
Yeah.
The new Xbox.
Let's go ahead and clear the room real quick. So I'm Xbox. These two PlayStation.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Hybrid over
Oh,
here.
listen.
So I'm gonna take this win. I'm gonna take this dub for today. I'm gonna take this dub for today. But continue on.
We've had
Yo,
worse, too.
PlayStation had it long enough.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Let me get some.
PlayStation was running with it. That's fine.
We're ready for that Cyberpunk, though.
Participation trophy.
Cyberpunk.
It's Cyberpunk.
Yo.
But then they pushed it back because they want to make sure it was all together.
Only
Shout out
thing-
to Keanu Reeves.
Yes,
You feel me?
yes, like number
Like-
one, like good guy,
You
like
legitimately,
legitimately.
I'm trying to get that game, bro. I can't wait till it drop, bro. It looks so hard, bro.
But hold on. So
The
you think they're gonna have a multiplayer for that, or just?
I feel like it'll be at most it'll be a co-op. That's what I see it as. That's the best that you could do is you could do your mission and you could have maybe somebody else to
with you.
help you do it. Like
Probably something like what's that game?
Army 2.
No,
They just they not just, but they had released the Fight for New York version of it, or the Run for New York, the Division.
Division.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, that's shout out Division. That's
See me on the Division too, y'all.
Facts.
Come play with
Same.
me. I haven't played in a minute. I'm trying to boost my level up.
yeah.
Right.
But the Vision's always been a two different type of play. You can either play, first person, or you can either play, third
Group.
person or whatever.
Yeah.
Group. But I'm
Do
just talking about the
they
view.
cross platform?
I
Do
don't-
they?
Division? Yo, bro, everybody get the Division
Yo,
too, bro.
I got
I got
What's
We can be running
What's
this.
up,
See, now,
fam?
I got Tom Clancy. I got Breaking Point. I had Division at one time though. I will say.
Oh, that Ghost Recon, the new
Wildlands.
Yeah.
Yo, it ain't-
No,
that's not
Wildlands
the
is
new
the
one.
older one.
Yeah, that's the older
That
one.
was a good one too.
Yo, Wildlands, it's fire.
Fire.
Bro.
It's literally that's
Fire.
arguably the best game Ghost Recon has come out with.
Really?
Like, straight up, yes.
Yeah, you can fight the fucking Predator.
Yeah,
bro.
like
I still ain't
He's
beat the
hard.
Predator.
He's hard. He is
Still ain't beat the
It's the
Predator.
Predator.
He is extremely
It's the
hard.
Predator.
Yeah.
Bro, like, and you need a squad to fight him. You
Yeah,
can't
you
go
have
in there
to,
alone.
no,
You
ain't
need
no-
a squad,
Ain't no
bro.
solo on that one.
Yeah.
So
Not
I
at
mean,
all.
what are we talking about? Are we having thermals or anything like that? They can maybe see.
I mean, you have scopes and stuff like that, but he's so elusive that it is
Bro,
it's hard for you to pinpoint exact location for you to put rounds on him. Like
It's
he's
hard, bro.
Yeah, he's
It is
now
definitely hard.
armor out the butt. Like he's
Like,
yeah. You gotta put some work in on him.
Facts,
Like he's
bro.
there's no solo in that.
You
thing.
can't
There's
solo that. If somebody beat that solo, you are a god.
Yeah,
That
God
game.
tier player. Like,
You feel me? Like what?
Facts.
Man, yo. speaking on that, man, like maybe even in the near future, man, we plan on getting together and start streaming together. And not only that, man,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a stream for St. Jude's. We're gonna be donating. We're not gonna tell you how much we're gonna be donating yet. It's just all depending on how many people view it
Whatever
and things of
people,
that
yeah.
nature. But we plan on getting on it because I mean we want to support the cause because the whole thing is we're doing something we love to do. So why not do it for a good cause?
Nice.
So y'all keep an eye on that. This is the squad right now as it stands.
Gang.
So we'll see and we'll go from there, man. But man, that's back to the Predator. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Bro.
But if you beat him, you get his mask.
I don't want the mask. What do you mean? I want everything. I want everything.
the gun on the
Especially if I beat him by myself, I want it all.
All right,
Yeah,
but
that doesn't
I
really
mean,
sound like a good return.
hold up, time out.
Face off.
You said especially if you beat him by yourself, it ain't gonna happen.
Man.
Like, it's
That's
not.
impossible.
Man.
It's not.
Somebody can do it.
Yeah, Jesus.
One, like legitimately,
Try Jesus.
I'm telling
Man.
you, like it's not gonna happen by yourself. It's won't. Like facts.
Well, let's get on.
Broken
with it.
spit.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
that's broken
Yeah,
spit.
yeah,
He can rap.
yeah.
Dude can rap.
I forgot his name, but
Me
like,
too,
he's
but
fire.
check him
He's
out,
fire.
bro. Toby.
I mean,
Yeah.
Something.
It's
Yeah.
Check him out,
TOBETY,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
fire. He
Yeah.
ain't one of them. All he gonna rap about is shoot 'em up, bang bang. He actually has quality in his music, bro.
He do.
It's
He do.
Worth a listen.
facts.
Worth a
He's
listen, yeah.
coming up being like up there with me. Like
Sidebar. How, like, alright, so the progression between, from where we started to where we are now, music has played a big role in some of these games. Like,
Most definitely.
legitimately, like 2K, like, when I think really, when I started paying attention, like, I got into it with Tony Hawk's Underground, put me on a whole.
son.
Talking about
yes.
They got I don't know if
yeah.
it's 2 or 3, but they got it on PlayStation Store for $30. You feel me? I'm about to
The new one
get
that
it.
just dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, not the new one. It ain't
Oh,
the new
no,
one. It's an older one.
But then you can
Okay.
play it on this platform. Like,
Bro,
it's a,
I'm about to get it.
But yeah, they started me with, as far as like, I would play games and not really pay attention to the background music, and then Tony Hawk started, and it was instantly like, yo, like what's that song? And you go to like the track list, and it would show you, the song name and who the artist or whatever. And then since then, there really hasn't. There've been games that have put like real tracks in the game.
Yeah, because I was just about to say, 'cause I mean, we've had different games. that's
Grand
been-
Theft Auto,
yeah.
like boy, I get in the car.
Yeah.
Like, where's my station at?
Especially
now?
Liberty City.
Like,
Because you got Liberty City, you got San Andreas, you got
San
Vice
Andreas,
City.
City.
All
Vice
had
City
good
is-
tracks.
Vice City gotta be like the funniest one.
yeah, Vice City
Funniest
was the
one.
funniest
And
one.
that cut scene when the dude's talking about, and the shark just jumps up and bites their dicks off.
Yeah. There was one that, I think it was it Grand Theft Auto 3 where it was talking about the glazed donut. And I was just like, what is going on right now? But
And interesting thing with Grand Theft Auto 3, just get back with the music, because I was listening to a lot of Eminem then, but I didn't know too much about Royce and 5'9" until Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yo.
This man had a whole station
This man had
dedicated to him. I was like, bro, Royce could spit. I was
I mean, that was Eminem's Ace
Bars.
Yo.
yeah, and then I was like, dang, I think Royce could out rap him. Like, that's what
I
I was
mean,
saying.
when you talk about like lyrical weight, the way
Yeah, I said
the way.
I said
Hold on. Let me.
We're not doing this right
let
now,
me
man.
bridge the gap. The way Royce the 5'9", like, M knows the dictionary front and back. Like, so his word usage and his wordplay and his metaphors are top tier. Like, straight up, it's hard to compete with. But the way Royce utilizes the same words, the same, like, technical skill, has like his more of a punchline to it. You know what I'm saying? Like with M, he'll say it and it'll be a million words a second, and then you got to go back and think about what he said. Like, only way I suffered defeat is if like I can't remember the actual line, but it was hard as hell.
Yeah.
But Royce 5'9" puts that, like, he'll say it and then punchline right there at the end of it, and like, yo.
Who had better bars on Bad Meets Evil?
Royce.
No!
I can't give you that one.
What? Really?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Royce.
Come on, bro.
I feel like-
Royce had better bars. Hey, Royce was killing it.
He was killing it. It's a run, but like I said, Royce has more of a punchline to it.
Yeah,
M has more of like
man.
you had to like actually think about what he said.
Bro,
Like
M was in there killing that shit, though,
Yeah.
bro. Man, that nigga said, I'm gonna put this shit in park like dog shit. I'm
That
gonna
was-
put this shit in park like dog shit.
I understand that.
But then that nigga Royce, that nigga said, what he
Okay.
say? He said, y'all niggas be whining. I should call you Moscato. I'm like, Royce, what are you doing out there? Stop it!
Once you dissect, he's like, oh!
Yeah.
But all right.
Man.
Back to music and games.
Right.
Back to music and games. As far as like the progression in it, like you've seen as big as Jay-Z producing 2K17.
I thought it was 18. It might have been 17. I thought it was 18.
It was.
Yeah, I
he
forgot
did.
which one. I
Yeah.
forgot which
I'm
one.
pretty sure. I want to say it was 17. It might have been. It might have been earlier.
It might
I
have
mean,
been
yeah.
It's like I feel like Holy Grail
was,
came out and then he
17,
produced that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 17.
Somewhere between there.
But like the progression as far as music and games, and then even today. All right, so here's what really made me go absolute ham in Call of Duty. I got the Juggernaut suit, and once you get in the Juggernaut suit, you have the option to play music
Yeah.
while you're in the Juggernaut suit, and I'm talking about there's a metal song or instrumental that plays that is absolutely, I'm about to go ham on these motherfuckers. Like, yo, like I'm telling you. Okay, but yeah, that's my piece. Like I feel like music is being like more prominent in games.
But I feel like it's always been prominent. Like it's been prominent, but it's been so hinted so much so you just don't think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, when
it's
it-
been background.
Yeah,
like, you
so
know what
like
I'm saying?
even when
But
it comes to trailers and all that, they've always been there.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
especially trailers. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about like as far as in-game play goes, there weren't as many games back in the day that incorporated music into like your actual experience, and not just music in general, but legitimate music that you might have heard somewhere and been familiar with from real life.
You know
Fighting
what?
games-
I'm
fighting
gonna
games
say that.
don't have music. I mean, they have music. They got that background
Yeah,
music. But as far as
it's
like
usually
music
kind
that
of
you
monotonous.
probably
Nah,
Very-
nah,
yeah.
excellent game.
they ain't got
But
that.
the one that really threw me for a loop, man, I want to say it was Halo 2.
Oh, Halo.
yeah,
Yo,
they played dang, what was that song? Was it Green Day? I can't. But
I know what you're talking about. Oh man! But as far as music in general with Halo goes, from the opening menu, like whoa, like I'm telling you,
It was
man.
man, when I played my
yeah.
first one, like I got home, you know, it was dark, the lights off, turned it on, the menu came up, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
what is
what am I
this?
getting into?
What am I about to play?
Yo, and speaking of Halo, oh, go ahead.
Hey, one game with some fire ass music, and it's the music in the game. God of War 3, bro.
Oh yeah,
Kratos.
yeah.
Ah, damn, my bad. Xbox.
Sorry,
man,
Xbox.
get off me, man. Get off me,
He
man.
be like, Kratos. Kratos. I'm like, oh shit, I missed this. Fucking these niggas up. Hercules.
What's them little fists gonna do?
Poseidon, what's up, nigga?
I mean, destroy them cats.
Hey, bro. God of War 3, probably one of my favorite adventure games. Hey, the new God of War, it ain't new no more, but the new God of War is bomb, but I still like God of War 3. But the new God of War is fire.
I'm waiting for Valhalla.
Yeah.
I am.
Talking about Valhalla, talking about Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, it is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valhalla. Yeah. Definitely, that'll be the one that I get back into Assassin's. Because I ain't been in an Assassin's Creed game for a minute, probably.
I ain't been since
the
first one or
second
two.
one. Like I think it was the
Yeah.
second one, and I've kind of like dabbled, watched other people play, Assassin's Creed since then. And it looks interesting, but I just couldn't personally get into it. Valhalla, that'll be like Norse mythology. That's why I like God of War.
I love
Like you
it.
start getting into that, I'm definitely all about
Yeah.
that. Sorry, guy. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I know.
I mean, that new God of War, though, they talking about Kratos supposed to be dead and his son gonna take on his legacy.
Why would you tell me that?
I mean, you can't
Because
play
you ain't gonna be
no-
playing.
You got an Xbox.
Oh, hold on. Spoiler alert.
You don't
I
play.
mean,
you ever play? You played one of them?
mythology, that's how it's supposed to happen anyway.
Have you ever played any
I
of them?
sat in on someone playing it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
But the new one, I mean, like.
It sounds real millennial.
I mean, this is just what people
watching folks play now. Like, YouTube videos. Let me just watch this guy play for a little
I
while.
mean, and you know what? And just to touch on that, you had some people that didn't have games, so you had a lot of people that all they had was gameplays to watch.
Yeah.
And
I was like that for a while.
Yeah. So I mean,
welcome back.
Yeah.
We should talk about that. How
I'm not
like
mistaken,
your
my
gap
go
between.
into it.
Monet's brothers was like that too. You feel me?
All they did was watch gameplay.
They watched gameplay and stuff before they actually got their systems and shit. Like, I know Noah and Caleb came up in my crib, you feel me? And Noah and Caleb basically was just telling me how Noah be sitting there watching Mortal Kombat videos.
Right.
And then Noah, I don't know why, but Noah thought he could take me in Mortal Kombat 11. And
11?
He had
the
Horde.
new one.
He had Horde.
He had Horde. I ain't even used Jackie. I took it easy on him. I used Terminator because you know my favorite player to play with is Jackie.
No.
I used Terminator.
If he steps into the mat with Jackie,
just quit. Just quit.
Just hold the L. Right?
Don't be trying to grab either because I learned all her grab techs, bro. Like, don't be trying to grab. Don't front grab. Don't back throw. Whatever. Y'all be trying to throw. I'm taking that. And I'm breaking your leg or I'm breaking your arm. Like, hey, I'm the truth.
And I mean, just really, man, let's just go into that for some people that maybe don't have a system now or all they have is gameplay, because for a while we had G4 TV. G4 TV was
that's still out, I thought.
No, but it's changed a lot.
Not
Bro.
really.
They don't have
The
shows aren't the same concept.
Yeah, because
it's basically like MTV losing music.
Yeah.
Basically what it's turned into.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, because like when you talk about damn, what was that show?
Hey, magazines still be straight though, ain't it? No, G4 got magazines, or is that
I
something
don't
else?
even get magazines.
I get magazines. I get magazines delivered to my mama's house. I tried to cancel it, never canceled, so she still. I still be getting GQ magazines and gaming magazines, bro.
I still get the game. I get them from GameStop. I still get them from they do. I get them from GameStop.
Really?
But
that's what it's called, Game Informer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Game Informer.
But people are thinking Olivia Munn stepped on the scene in X-Men. No. Y'all are new.
She been pimping since been pimping.
Oh yeah.
If y'all ain't check out that new Avengers game, check it out. I ain't buy it yet, but I did see gameplay. Like my boy said, he be watching the gameplay. I did watch the gameplay of that new Avengers.
I actually played the beta, my boy.
It's lit.
Yeah,
yo,
what's
Hope like?
How you do?
What's Hope like?
You don't get to play with Hope.
He's good.
You
just gotta.
They slept on him.
He's not slept on. You gotta work with him a little bit.
Yeah.
He's good though. It's just you figure when you when you figure you get Hope, you feel like you're gonna be overpowered. Like nobody's gonna stop you. Yeah, it's not really the truth. But now. Thor pretty straight. You can actually throw the hammer and everything. I was like, yo, this is dope.
It's a tie between them as my favorite hero.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I'd choose
Spider-Man in the game.
I haven't played in the beta. I didn't play with Spider-Man yet. If he is in there, I don't know.
Probably
But you know what? Surprisingly, the character I like playing with the most,
Captain America.
Black Widow.
She's more technical.
Black Widow, yeah. So I mean, but you know, like she put some work.
She's got a wide variety of attacks and the way she.
Right.
Yeah.
So funny thing is, she was actually probably one of the best ones for me. And of course, you in the beta, you got to play with Iron Man as well.
You get to play with Black Panther.
They're going to put him on there.
I think they're gonna put him on there.
Shout out to Chad.
Hey,
Wakanda forever, bro.
Rest in peace, my boy.
Again, we all showed out for that premiere, man.
Hey,
we
all showed out for
that.
We was in that, guy.
That was, man, that still hits, man. That still hits.
That sucks. I heard they was gonna get old dude from Blood and Bones, Michael J. White. I heard he was gonna be the replacement. He's too big.
Shuri's coming in.
Who?
They were saying Shuri.
Yeah, Shuri should be taking his place. Because in the comics, Shuri takes a throne anyway after him. So
they already showed the preview of like when they.
Did Black Panther die?
Yeah, he died in the comics and she took over.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they already showed like there's not a clip, it's I guess a screenshot of them filming her becoming the new Black Panther, and M'Baku comes to challenge her for the power of Black Panther. Yeah, the gorilla from the
Yeah.
But he comes to challenge her, and they made a point in saying that like if you look at the posture of everyone around her, they're not necessarily defending her, but they're holding her back. And she's sitting there relaxed, like, okay, I see you. And not phased by M'Baku sitting right there like, yo, I'm coming for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to see it.
Hey,
like,
there's, you know what? Because even in the first one, the tension was already there. Like, he was talking all that trash. You know,
and
like,
she was lipping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you let your technological advances be, ran by a child and point at her. So that tension is there. So if they go forward that way, why are you doing this?
You and Elijah being beaten?
No, man.
God
damn, man.
Video games. Video games.
You can beat people in video games.
WWE SmackDown.
Wham!
This is the 4.
Hey man, I'm
the wild
card.
Wild card.
You feel me?
But yeah, anyways, I love to see that because the tension is definitely there. So when you roll into the second one, you like, yeah, okay, yeah, he been asking for it. Now he like,
right. I want to see what you do. I want to see that fight.
Yeah,
I really do. I would like to see Shuri break down M'Baku. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like at some point, the way she looked in the clip, she was unfazed 100%. She wanted all the smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely ready.
Because then you got to look at too. She got battle scars. You got to think about when she face up against Killmonger and everything. You about to tear her up. There.
Right.
So she probably been working.
She ready. Yeah, she's like, all right, I need to get this hand to hand going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to see it. A lot of people have been sleeping on it. Like, all right, this is a sidebar from the video game talk. Yes, but at the same time, like a lot of people have been saying that, like, oh, well, now that he's not there, I'm not sure if I want to watch Black Panther, or like I'm still gonna go see it, but I'm not as excited. Nah, bro, like if you want to respect that man's legacy, go see it. Go see it with the full enthusiasm that you came out with the first Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Because like first Black Panther drop, everybody showed up. Like we was all daishiki'd out. Like I don't know if y'all seen the Facebook post, but like
I put it in the end credits. All of it.
Yes, we were ready to go for that show.
The only thing bad about the debut of that movie, somebody had the same dashiki on that I did when we got to the movie.
See, they don't know all that.
But he had it on.
They know now.
He was biting. He was biting, mate. I think he like seen me come in. He was like, "Oh, let me go get that shirt real quick." You feel me?
He couldn't have because it was on Amazon.
Anyway, back to video game talk.
Yes.
Back to video game talk. As far as, I guess I did sound a little condescending as far as folks watching video games. A lot of watching video games is educational to the cause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, watching it be played and watching how it gets played, I guess, gives you a certain advantage to where, like, once you do get into gaming, you kind of know at least somewhat how things should go, so you're not completely lost getting ran over, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's levels to it. You got people that just purely enjoy watching it, and you got people that, hey, when I finally start playing a game, I know what to do.
Right.
You know, but like I said, even with that being said, I really want to push over to Matt because he had to experience that for a while.
Right.
That's what I want to talk about.
That's
so,
what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, we definitely want to hear your experience and I mean, I ain't trying to be funny about it, but your journey from going from watching gameplay to finally getting in the game.
Don't worry, Matt, because I did it too with Mortal Kombat. Shout out Coach Steve, because you play with Jackie, and I did take some of your moves. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
Coach Steve, you fought.
There you go.
You way better than me with Jackie, but I'm coming for you. You feel me?
So I guess I could take it back to beginning of 2012. Because that was like the last time I've actually had a system.
PS3.
Yeah. PlayStation 3. PlayStation.
Oh,
thanks.
Hey, what? Hey, yeah, what?
But yes,
all my life,
oh man, it was. Oh man, it's all about the journey and not the destination.
Exactly.
You know, so 2012. I was actually getting ready to go to basic training for the military.
Thank you, sir.
Oh man, thank y'all. Thank you,
sir.
Thank y'all. So, I got you, brother. So I decided, to sell my PlayStation 3 because I figured, I ain't really gonna be on it too much. So I sold it, and then I wouldn't say it was the worst thing, but definitely wasn't.
Regretted it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I definitely regret it. Yeah, instantly. I did regret it. So, I had YouTube, but not a lot of stuff was really bring my attention to be on YouTube. until streamers, gamers started posting.
Being very prominent.
Yeah, being very prominent, and I, and shout out to these YouTubers that actually helped, got me through those walkthroughs. Chris Smooth, the Rad Brad, and Dashy. So those three guys, they really helped me, and I think I was really watching the Rad Brad because he was playing Dead Space and all that.
Dead Space.
Yeah, that scary game. Y'all, if y'all remember that game, that's
You said Dead Space?
Dead Space.
Yo,
You talking about that one? That's
Son, talking about one of the scariest games, bro. Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
It made.
I got that one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It made Resident Evil look like Teletubbies.
I ain't gonna say Teletubbies.
I can't say Teletubbies.
I can say
But I will say,
no.
like, when there's a jump scare, it's not even what you think it is. That's all it's
No, I can't say Teletubbies because Resident Evil, if you play it at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you come up on...
but there's zombies.
You
talking about aliens, and it's in third-person view, and they fast.
Son.
Yeah,
and they don't die. They don't die when you shoot their head. You gotta shoot the limbs off.
Have you played Resident Evil
Yes.
at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning?
I have.
And no, see, we ain't talking about, all right, yeah, shoot zombies, shoot. I'm talking about, have you hit a boss battle at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, music drop, ain't no lights on, and it's the speaking of which, another sidebar, Halo with the flood. Every single time, I hit the flood level, always in the middle of the night. I'm talking about, anybody out there, like, you gotta check the coast, like, this music is real. Like,
because me and this man was playing multiplayer, and I think we experienced it together, so we was playing multiplayer or whatever, and we got on the flood level. I remember it, Guilty Spark, that was the level. So we in there, we get into the base or whatever, we just chilling, we just like, so what's going on? We just like, all right, we think some more aliens shoot. Start hearing this critter crawling and all that stuff, and this little noise. We're like,
made your skin
I'm like, what's going on? They just know, boom, like, oh shoot, like it's running, shooting, like it's crazy, man.
I never played Halo, but from me, well, with
It's
y'all,
pretty
I'm talking about, but
that ain't no real playing.
From being on Dead Space, bro.
Nah, they ain't got nothing.
Yo, Dead Space 3, I swear to y'all, bro, like, Nightlight.
I would say
Nightlight.
Have a light
with a Nightlight. You feel
number
me?
2 will make you want to have about 10.
Hey, see, you know what? I never played number 2. I played
All
1
of
and
them.
I played 3.
All of them had all of them
Yo.
had some type of something there that was gonna make like, hold up now.
Like, bro, 3, I'm walking down a hallway, kid, and then you hear the little sounds, and I'm like, yo, what is this?
And mind you, this is all third-person view.
You feel me?
You have to make a whole 180 to get that,
bro.
Hence the name Dead Space.
Son, you turn around, I swear it's like 20 million dead, not dead, but half alive little baby aliens crawling up toward me, jumping like, I'm like, oh yeah. Talking about the controller flew out of my hand so fast.
Man.
Oh shit.
Pause. You know what? Let me get a bathroom break.
We gonna drink this beer real quick.
But it was just games like those, because it was just games like those that still made me engage, even though I wasn't physically playing them. I was just watching another streamer playing it. So in essence, I felt as though it still kept my, my spirit as a gamer.
Hope alive, your morale.
Yeah, it was still, it was still alive because I don't think I would ever dislike video games.
Right, facts.
It still made me more engaging because from a streamer's point of view, he's playing it, but he's talking to me as well. And I think especially with Chris Smooth and Brad and Dashy, they had more of an engaging tone,
right?
With their delivery.
Right. Yeah.
So it really, oftentimes, it made me feel like I was in the game,
right?
Even though I wasn't physically playing it, But from 2012 all the way to 2020, I had to do that. I've had to, accept this new life.
That's 8 years.
That's 8 years.
8 long years.
Long years. Long years. Because then it got to the point where, where I was like, well, I can just watch it on YouTube. I don't really need to buy a game system. Because it did get to a point where I was like, if I ain't got one now, like especially like when I hit year 5, I was like, I mean, if I ain't got one right now, I mean, I don't feel like I need one. I can just go on YouTube and watch Brad, Chris, and all them, all the streamers, and that's my game right there.
Right.
Just watch the whole playthrough on YouTube. You know, it's funny because I end up shouting at the computer, telling this guy to go this way, but
Don't do it. What are you doing?
Right, exactly. And then he'll say, "Oh wait, I was supposed to go this way." I'm like, "Yes,
Duh.
yes."
Welcome to the club.
Right. But it's kind of it was pretty dope. That journey was pretty dope. Just watching other gamers, play from their point of view.
Okay.
You
Now,
know.
my question to
okay.
you is, from 2012 and then getting a PS4
Mm,
in 2020,
yeah.
was there a dynamic, like, experience from what you remembered in playing in 2012, how it was playing the game in 2012, to now? Like,
Huh. Well.
like what the graphics have changed, the mechanics have changed. Like, was it like basically like you were jumping into gaming again, basically?
Rebirth.
Yeah,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I could say that the years of me just watching, everything was kind of going with the changes.
The progression.
Even just watching,
Yeah.
the picture quality and
Yeah.
the clarity of the games. As the years went on with computers and stuff like that,
Right.
YouTube started bumping up their
Right.
it was at 480 now.
Even the video quality.
Right,
Yeah, it's definitely
exactly.
kept
So
up, yeah.
it didn't really feel like it was I was far off.
Right.
I felt like I was keeping up with the times,
Right.
with
Yeah.
the video games and things like that. So I mean, when I finally got back, which I gotta say thank y'all for, but my
It's
bad,
unspoken.
my bad. But once I got back to the PlayStation, it didn't really feel too much of a difference of how it looked, but getting back used to the mechanics,
The experience.
the experience.
Like,
Yeah, like you said with the experience, it was kind of what some would call a rebirth.
So this is what we doing now, like.
Right, because the first game that I played, getting it back was God of War. Bruh, like
Right.
watching it is one thing. It looked amazing watching it.
Right.
But man, playing it though,
doing it. Yeah.
But dude, playing it, I'm like, yo, this story is beautiful. Like,
Right.
this-
You tried it on the hardest level yet?
I'm going to, but I played it on. I didn't put it on easy. Like I put it on normal.
Man.
Oh, what? It's normal.
Yeah, you gotta do at least your heroic or legendary or
Nah.
go home. But
Nah.
that's just me.
Nah, man.
Put it on that hardest level.
Nah.
It ain't-
Nah, I
it's
got-
gonna
be
it's a
lit.
different
Now I got the
game,
first
yeah.
Last of Us on this hardest difficulty.
Last of
So
Us.
You got the
saw
second
that.
one yet?
Nah, I don't.
Last of Us is
What's
I ain't finished it. I mean, I probably ain't even.
But I've watched it though.
I ain't even a quarter of the way done, but it's nice.
I've watched it.
I like that game.
I did watch
that
the
game is
gameplay.
fire.
Or the walkthrough.
Days Gone too. If
I've
you
heard
get a
about
chance
that
to
too.
buy that,
I've
it's
heard about that
fire. Days Gone, that zombie game, it's on point. I
Yeah.
like both of them games. The Last of Us 2 and Days Gone. I like
Yeah.
both of them.
I wish.
World War Z, hard as fuck.
Yo,
I
yo,
don't
shout out to
recommend
folks. Shout out to folks completing that game. Straight up, that is a whole.
I'm talking about
nother ball
hordes,
game.
my
Yeah.
boy. Hordes
Yes.
from
Hordes.
beginning.
Y'all seen
the beginning.
Y'all seen The
hordes,
Walking
bro.
Dead? You talking about them mega herds? They all happen every level
You
all the time on World War Z.
Straight up, bro. Like,
Yo,
you
like-
walk about a good 5 meters.
Oh,
Oh, I think we hear some.
wow.
Horde is. Every,
Like,
like,
they come
left, right, I
right-
mean, left, right, like, you know,
In
they
front,
everywhere.
behind, bro. Like,
Out the ceiling, like, they dropping
look,
in.
don't stand still and shoot.
No,
basically.
don't even-
You run. You
No.
run and shoot.
Nope.
Run and
But
shoot.
one thing that I do wish is that, all right, so you recently got back into platform Call of Duty. Or
Yes.
got into Call, because I'm not sure.
Well,
Did
man,
you play
I-
Call of Duty
I
back
played
in the day?
I played most of the campaign though.
Right, I mean, like, back in the day, like, as far
Yeah,
as,
I
like,
played
but
Call
you
of
did play
Duty.
it.
Yeah.
I wish you were there for the progression of it, because, like, what was the last, what was Call of Duty you played PlayStation 3 days.
PlayStation 3, Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare, see, like there have been so many games between there.
Yep.
like today, like you see how Modern Warfare, I guess the remastered or whatever you want to call it edition is now. There's been so much. Like there's been like as far as Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. You talking about like you think this game is something you exoskeletons, exo dodge slides, like you can climb walls and
run on
walls,
shoot
like it is
running on walls.
Yo.
Mm.
I'm gonna start uploading some videos. Like I'm telling you, because like things got real back in the day. But it's been a journey, and it's not just Call of Duty that's been that way. It's been there's been other games that have definitely like in general. But that is one thing that because I thought you had a system. I thought you could. I ain't know it had been, bro. If it had been 8 years, we'd have got together for sure and been like, yo, hey. Let's sit down, guy. Hey, you know.
No, I've been without, man.
But it is definitely, it has been a journey, and I'm glad. Better late than never, for sure.
Yeah.
Better late than never, for sure. But like, it has been gaming's been a part of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot, and I can't. I feel like there's other people out there where it's like you got X amount of things going on in real life. You got so many different things happening, and I guess we could talk about gaming as a therapeutic experience.
Yeah.
When you get home, decompress, shower, eat, feed your animals, feed your kids, whatever you have to do, pick up a controller. You know what I'm saying? And it has been just a major, just blowing off steam thing. You know what I'm saying?
But even watching it, even watching the walkthroughs, that became therapeutic at a point in time. Yeah, because like I said, just the person that's uploading the videos and playing the games, they're talking.
I'm ready to see this next level.
I
kind of get with that.
It's like like keeping up for a show. So
Sometimes games can give you attitude problems. I got off yesterday morning. Got up yesterday morning, called myself about to hop on some Street Fighter Online because I just downloaded the game and stuff, and I still remember some of the combos. Of course, I picked my best player, Ken. I'm following Ken. Get online, I meet this dude. He played with Balrog, the boxer.
The boxer.
Mike Tyson.
Handed my ass to me on a silver platter. Like, fuck me up, no.
You thought.
He perfect. He perfect my ass.
Perfect.
We played y'all about 5 matches. 5 matches. You feel what I'm saying? Like 5 matches meaning 3 rounds apiece. If we 1-1 each other. You feel me, bro? Nigga, perfect me 4 straight rounds.
Wow.
4 straight rounds. Like that's 8 matches. I got perfected on. You feel? Wow. I ain't even win a match. That 5th match, I won 1 round. Wow. He laid it on me, boy.
He's like, oh, so you do got some spark left. What's up?
You feel me? Like perfected me, like nigga, like dude with the duck when I was throwing kicks. Like I would throw a low punch, he would backdash right in time. Like nigga gave me the work. You feel me? Like so I was pissed. I went to sleep angry. Then I had to go to work. So
like for me, man, this right here, I mean, where we're sitting in right now, this is my fortress of solitude. I like to try to keep it clean and things of that nature, whatever. And I could be in here, I could be playing the game, I could probably cuss it at some point. But I'm fine with that. I'm not angry, it's the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this is my fortress of solitude. Like, even now, I'm married and I got a kid. So just like my son, he don't give a fuck about my room. He don't care if it's clean. He don't care if it's nice and serene. He gonna come in here. He gonna throw toys on the floor. He gonna do what he gonna do. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, once I start getting into a game, once I start getting into Call of Duty, whatever, he'll sit here in my lap. He'll watch me play. He'll get relaxed. He'll chill. Next thing I know, he falling asleep. So I got a gamer coming up soon. I don't.
Oh, that's a gamer to be.
He's a gamer. He's gonna get up there soon. He's gonna be ready. So I'm proud of that. I did good somewhere.
I'm gonna have another one.
Shut up, man. Back to the video.
I guess as a recap,
1 is enough for me.
All I need is 1.
As a recap, I believe we can all agree that the leaps and bounds that gaming has made has been immense, and we're all hopeful for
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been amazing, and I believe we can all hope for just the progression to come. Because I feel like the farther into the future we get, the faster things seem to be popping up. You know what I'm saying? And so like I'm ready to see, like virtual reality to take its leap. I'm ready to see the progression within like all these games that have been around for so long, like Call of Duty and Madden and all the fighting games like Street Fighter, Tekken, and everything. Ready to see how they're going to top themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely ready to see all that.
Well, I know one way Mortal Kombat's going to top themselves. They recently put out something saying this new Mortal Kombat 11 game is about to have 19 new downloadable characters.
19.
19, my boy.
That's like money.
Ooh. I hope we ain't gotta pay for it.
That's like money to me.
Man, come on. The game been out for like, what, 2 years?
Hope all you want to. Hope all you want to.
Like, let it be free.
But right. For 19,
whatchamacallit, Street Fighter was free?
Street Fighter.
I'm saying though,
But the download
Street Fighter. But you gotta look at it. The downloadable characters on Street Fighter, you can play the story mode and unlock all of them.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Shout out Lupe Fiasco being the world champion last year.
Oh, dude.
He beat the world champion last year.
Wow, look at hip hop transcend.
Well, did you know he's a martial artist in real life?
Yes, I did know that.
All right. Like he took that seriously. He put it in the sticks. He
Ken too.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you beat
Fire Ken.
He's better than me with Ken. But look, I'm gonna get up there.
Lupe a killer on the sticks, man.
Any closing remarks?
Closing remarks. See me on the sticks.
Same.
Trippy 36_2. Any fighting game, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Shoot, I might even play you on Dead or Alive. It really don't even matter.
Dead or Alive.
Jeez.
I'm in there.
Well, like I
Kelsey got me into that. Kelsey played Dead or Alive. Yes, bro.
She be working?
Dead or Alive, but like she likes the beach volleyball better, of course. But I don't do none of that beach volleyball. It's straight fighting over here. Straight fighting over here. Any fighting game, Super Smash Brothers. Shoot, we can go to Pokemon if you want. Shoot, it don't really matter, man.
The only way I can take y'all back is Pokemon Stadium, but some of y'all don't know nothing about that. But I digress.
Y'all played what is it? The Ghost of
Tsushima.
I don't want to talk about it, dog.
Oh, it's only for
I don't want to talk about it.
It's only for.
I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The gameplay of that game, bro. I'm about to buy it,
It's
bro.
beautiful. I know.
It's beautiful.
I know.
The only way you
just do like me.
Yeah.
Just do like me. I'm getting both systems.
Facts. There's been times.
See the way my pocket's set up. I got to put the
You
check
can watch
in
it.
saving, and I just.
I'm just getting one system.
One of these days you'll figure out the way to be.
It's a hybrid, man.
Yeah, you gotta
See,
be.
but y'all know how I am, man. And before we close, I mean, the reason I love Xbox is it's ergonomical. So when it comes to it, you can do hours of gameplay on Xbox. You ain't gonna be as fatigued on Xbox as you would be on PlayStation. Some people can agree with that. Some people can't. And then on the other hand, I'm a trigger man. So with me being a first person shooter,
Xbox with a
trigger. I got that trigger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
PlayStation got triggers too.
It's
now,
not. It's not.
but it's not nowhere to
say. Like it's not a trigger.
I get it.
Now PlayStation does have a hybrid controller that's pretty much just like Xbox where you can play that.
But
Might as well.
No. Xbox forever.
Come on, bro. I'm PlayStation forever, but I'm still about to get me an Xbox Series S. The one without the disc.
Yes.
About to get me one of them, but of course I'm getting the PlayStation first because Xbox, you feel me?
Right. Whatever. All right, man. Any closing remarks?
Closing remarks. Whether you hold it, whether you have the console, PC, or you're just watching it on YouTube or Facebook streaming, as long as your heart is in the gamings, you're considered a gamer in my book.
Game on, my brother.
Yeah. And just enjoy the journey. Like I said, I've had a system from when I was younger all the way to 2012, and went 8 long years, and then got back into platform. My heart was still there. As long as your heart was still in the games and things like that, you're still considered a gamer.
Fair enough.
And that's all right with me.
I'm gonna close this, man. Like, as far as the evolution of gaming, man, it's been amazing to watch things grow. From pixelated to damn near almost real life things now. I just. And we say 10 years, but man, I feel like in the next 2, maybe 5 years, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit, man. It's just gonna end up going forward.
Stage, a new era.
Yeah, new stage, a new era of things, man. Cause like I remember even coming up, man, we was hoping so much for real life 3D Yu-Gi-Oh Stadium, and it's kind of already been put in the works. But just like even now with everything going on with kids being in school and things of that nature, I feel like it's time for gaming to up it up a notch, man. Get that virtual reality going, make it where kids don't feel like they just sitting home at the desk on the laptop and just this is their new norm. So it would be beautiful to see that progression get moved forward and get to the point where you're in there, you're seeing your classmates, you're moving around, you're interacting, because gaming ain't just about just sitting there playing that game. It's about interaction now. That's always what it's been, is interaction. Getting with a buddy, playing, y'all having fun. So like I said, it's just been beautiful to watch. It's been beautiful to be a part of, and here we are, all of us about to hit 30 now. So it's just like, even now, we've been gaming.
2 more years for me.
We've been gaming for a while. It's not saying much for some people, but we've been gaming for a while, and I don't see myself stopping. I don't know about the rest of them, but I don't see myself stopping anytime soon.
23 years strong, my boy.
Oh yeah,
and
on
still going.
On everything. But hey, we thank you for joining us, man. The link's gonna be in the description. Even the gaming tag's gonna be in the description. So, we're working to bring you more content each week. If you got a topic, let us know, man. Just get with us, and we can get things going, man. We're always trying to bring in guests. You see, this special guest hopped in on us, so
I might be here next Friday.
Hey, we gonna work on something, man. So we're constantly trying to bring you that content, man. We want y'all to come to the corner. We want you to feel invited. We want you to feel welcome. We want you to be a part of this dialogue. So with all that being said, man, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the corner.
The corner.
What's going on, y'all? This is another episode of The Corner, and today we are bringing you. I do not like that shit. I do not like that shit. What I just did there. I'm not a fan of that. I'll let that.
Blue. Yep.
Like, I was gonna legit do a whole video like being a.
Next.
And I just feel like some people never get that experience because, like back when we were gaming, man, we had the. One moment.
Oh.
That's silk. I know that's silk.
I bet it is.
Wait.
Oh shit.
Damn, you broke whole shit though. This nigga really came.
Boom, 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 boom.
This nigga really came. This nigga really came.
Yeah, yo. I gotta pull up, guys.
Nigga, we didn't think he was really coming. This nigga came before 12:30. This nigga came before 12:30.
Really? He fresh off work, boy. You sweat yourself?
Yeah. This nigga clean shirt. God damn.
Yo. He was in the middle of filming.
Oh, word?
Yeah, so you can jump in. Hey, new surprise guest, guys.
Oh, I don't think you pressed pause, sir. It's still recording. Hi, guys. Hey. We're gonna throw this in the blooper reel.
What's going on?
There you
Just got off of work, you feel me?
Cheryl.
Lord, you
Oh,
done
Lord.
hit the light.
No, play.
It's cool. Yeah, we right. Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
All right, now we got it. All right.
Oh man, what's what's up, man? Yeah, cause you sweating and the ceiling fan on.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh man, I see my boy together.
I'm getting there.
My boy getting brolic. You hungry? My man looking like.
Yo,
I can't.
We still got plenty of food.
Yo,
You didn't press the pause button.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You did not.
Nigga, I hit the pause button before I walked out.
The red button. The red thing. is still-
Yeah, I hit the shit though. I'll probably play it again.
No, it's still recording.
They busting for real. Got your fries on there.